6 feet 4 inches, number 17, Marvin Drew. In the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 13. Starting at small forward, standing 6 foot 8, number 37, Jonathan Atkins. The other forward, standing 6 foot 8, number 31, Tony Hahn. Your head coach is Mike D'Antoni. Ladies and gentlemen, Minnesota Timberwolves.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
He's pulled in a lot of votes, nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Williams, the professor out there with Shake and Bake, and there's the bulldozer, and it's Christie in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Anunoby. Clark is out there with Drew, and it's Hall in at the 4. Out of pace with these two teams, Doris. You were the primary ball handler when you played. What was your style?
Well, I think, the style that players want to play in, Kevin, are the fast-paced, open-floor styles, which really allows you to showcase, number one, if you're a skilled basketball player. Number two, do you have great athleticism? Is speed your best attribute? To me, a free-flowing, fast-paced, sort of read-and-react system is the absolute ideal style.
The bulldozer, and he gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Drew. Drills the three-pointer. Here's the professor. 23 points for him the last game against Memphis. The bulldozer passes to the professor. Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Frazier, he's checked in for Drew. He's perfect from the line this time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Frazier scanning the floor. Here's Anunoby. Now the pass to Atkins. 3 on the clock. On its way from Clark for 2. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Atkins, defended by Christie. Here's Clark. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that one falls for Clark. Mr. Move checked in for Lewis. And so Clark nails both of them. Here's Mr. Moves. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Inside, here's Williams, and it's blocked, but he stays with it. From deep three-point range, that one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To Hines. Christie with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And so it's Minnesota with it after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. Atkins, defended by Christie. Christie with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's the bulldozer. Floats it up for Williams, and the slam by Williams.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
And, Greg, one of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Hines, he's guarded by Williams. They get the rebound. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. Los Angeles making a switch here. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The Timberwolves, number 1.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
Can they get it? Atkins passes to Osborne, and Anderson kicks to Clark. Shoots. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Los Angeles leading by 10. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Here's the professor. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Clark, the pass to Osborne. Pass to Clark. Fires for 3. Christie with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Passes it to Mann. Here's the professor. 6 on the shot clock. Knocked loose from deep. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Down low. Here's Osborne. And he banks in the layup.
A sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. To the paint. Here's the professor. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Clark from deep. Buries it from 3-point range. Clark's got 7 points.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's the professor. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Bonner, he's checked in for Los Angeles. There's 21 seconds left in the first. Here's Atkins. But they'll get another chance. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
I need something to believe.
And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition. Christmas Day basketball here on 2K Sports. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great football. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive. Can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Clark is out there with Drew. Then there's Anderson, and it's Boomer, and it's Buckets in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Drew. 6 points for him. Boomer the pass to Drew. And here's Anderson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The pass to Buckets. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Here's the professor. He's got 22. Jacks up a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Here's Drew. His last outing, he had 24 points.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period, 2 here in the second.
The professor passes to Sharp. Here is Bonner. This one for 3. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Here's Drew. A three-pointer, no good. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Memphis. Pass to the professor. Back to Lewis. Shoots it up. Here's Sharp, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
To me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And here are the numbers for the professor. Last season, he played outstanding. First in scoring, first in shooting percentage. And of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him number one last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. That free throw, no good. And Los Angeles with some changes. The bulldozer comes in for Christie, and Mr. Moves subbed in for the professor. And the second free throw, good. Here is Bonner. No points in the game yet for him. No good with the layup.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Here's Hall. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession. Well, he showed right there, this guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Here's Drew. 9 points in the game so far. Knocks it loose. Pass to Lewis. There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. Misses from close range.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's Clark. 7 points in the game. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Drew gets the bucket. Drew's got 12.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Teams changing it up here. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Los Angeles leading by 17. Bonner passes to Mann. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Drew. 12 points for him. Lewis dishes to Bonner. Passes to Mann. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 11 feet away. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 6 points for Williams. Timberwolves trail by 21. Here's Drew to the middle. And the pass to Mann. For 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
To end the run. And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. And guys, for Los Angeles, Kenny?
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Christie is out there with Williams. Then there's Shake and Bake. Then there's the professor. And it's the bulldozer in at the 5 down low. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. The professor, and again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Here's Atkins. Good D by Williams.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage, for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set. All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Rebounded by Anabogu.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
There's the steal. Christie the pass to Lewis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. On its way from Clark for 2. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
The professor passes to Lewis. Leans from outside. It's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Drew. 12 points for him. Really left alone that time. Drew's got 14 points. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Pass to the bulldozer. Second chance shot, and the layup is good.
Timeout.
He has 7.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Looking at the numbers for Shake and Bake, last season's performance for him, second in assists, and he was just so incredibly consistent from the foul line, had the NBA's third highest mark.
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists, his court vision, his ability to control the pace of a game makes him especially impossible to defend. Here's Drew, 14 points for him. Right wing, on its way from Clark for 2. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Lewis kicks to Williams. Back to Lewis. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Anderson.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Throws it up high. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Cans it from downtown.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Drew. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Drew's got 17.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
Passes it to Osborne. Got a piece of it. Here's Christie. And Lewis has it in the corner. There's the lob to the hoop. It's Clark with the rebound.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Now here's Lewis. 1:24 left to play here in the third. Drew passes to Clark. Here is Boomer. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc, and that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 7 points for the quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
And Lewis has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Minnesota's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Stolen by Lewis. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll start out on the road to play the Nuggets in Denver. Then on Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Drew misses.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Clark. The kick out to Anderson. We've got 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Drew. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep three-point range, and so it's Los Angeles with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Right back after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Goose out there with Maverick. Then there's Frazier. And it's Page in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Hines. And it's blocked. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Here's Page. 4 on the clock. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Bulldozers got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Bonner. He's off on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Page. Over to the wing. Poked away. Here's Hicks. Pass to Bonner. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's the Bulldozer. There's the pass to Hicks. 5 on the clock. Buries the long-range jumper. The Professor's got 39.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Now here's Frazier. Pass to Hines. Launches it. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here is Bonner. Frazier covering. Here's the professor, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
This is unbelievable. He has over half the team's points right now.
People look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
McMillan kicks to Lawson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sharp. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Hines, the pass to Frazier. There's 1:54 left in the game. Hines. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Lawson with it. Here's McMillan. Pass to Sharp to the right side. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. From deep, Evans doesn't get it to drop for him.
Man, he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and then to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's McMillan. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the professor.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leiden's checked in.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Here's McMillan. 6 to shoot. Here's Leiden. Shoots from the elbow. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. 24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Goose. He's guarded by Williams. Evans with the rebound.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.